The prisoner was about to be executed by firing squad when he suddenly took out an apple and started eating it. He didn't want to die on an empty stomach. Just as the officer was about to pull the trigger, a little boy nearby suddenly started singing the German national anthem. No one expected that this would save their lives. As a patriot, the officer released the two prisoners on the spot, but a soldier suddenly reminded him that they were still short of one execution quota for the day. The officer looked around the execution ground and saw a prisoner passing by. He casually took the prisoner's hat and threw it into the distance. As soon as the prisoner turned to run, this was Auschwitz, a hell where even death had to meet quotas. Here, a bowl of foul-smelling swill was something prisoners had to risk their lives to fight for, and no one knew if they would still be alive for the next meal. That evening, a guard, bored and with nothing better to do, casually threw out a small piece of sausage. Two prisoners immediately began to fight over it. Their pitiful struggle made the German soldiers laugh, but the guard wasn't satisfied, so he took out another piece of sausage as a surprise and made the two prisoners slap each other. However, the two prisoners, who had been hungry for a long time, couldn't withstand such beating. Soon, one of them fell down. Everyone thought the other would get the sausage, but the guard said, "Dada!" Seeing the guard pointing at the little boy, the man quickly protected him by standing in front of him. Then he let the fat guard grab his collar and take him to the winner. But to everyone's surprise, the seemingly skinny man dodged the opponent's attack twice in a row. The fat guard thought the prisoner was throwing the fight, so he personally stepped in. This made the guard feel insulted. Just as they were about to teach the man a lesson, an officer suddenly stopped them. The officer, a former boxer, wanted to have a match with the man and promised a 500,000 mark bread if the man could beat him. The man immediately accepted the challenge. But when the match began, he stood there motionless with his fists clenched, which the officer recognized as a boxer's etiquette. At the moment their fists touched, the officer immediately threw a punch to test him, but the man easily dodged it. Then the officer launched a combination of punches, yet the man still managed to evade them all. The officer became serious, but to his surprise, even with all his strength, he couldn't hurt the man and was even punched hard by him. Seeing this, the guard picked up a shovel to hit the prisoner, but the officer stopped him. During their conversation, they found out that the officer was the 1938 boxing champion from Hamburg, while the man was Teddy, the boxing king of Warsaw. After the match, Teddy got the bread as promised, but he didn't eat it alone. Instead, he shared it with his fellow prisoners.